What's up, everybody? This your boy Bill Bellamy, and welcome to another episode of Top Billin.
Top Billin.
This is the #1 podcast for the movement, the culture, and the discussion.
Yeah.
Today, we have one of the most talented young artists, rappers to come out of the Bay Area. Shout out to Oakland real quick. Gotta shout him out up there in the Bay Area.
We know all about your Oakland roots, man. Come on.
So real quick, he dropped his latest album, came out in 2020. It is called Don't Run From Rap.
Yeah.
Now, most recently, results take time.
Yes, sir.
I had to pull some strings. I had to call my man.
Yeah.
Can we get Symba?
Yeah.
You've been ripping up the internet, bro.
Come on,
dropping
man.
videos. I do my homework, bro.
Yeah.
And let me tell you a funny story about you, how
Okay.
I stumbled on you because I love hip-hop, I love rap to the end, to the 19th power, grew up in the 90s on hip-hop.
Yeah.
I stumbled on you on Instagram.
Come on. Like most people.
You came up in my feed, right? And I'm like, yo, who was the dude named after the lion from the Lion King? I'm like, yo, he's Symba. He must be hard. Next thing I know, I'm listening. I said, oh, snap, yo, he got nice wordplay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, he's saying something. Okay.
Yeah.
Then maybe not even a month or two later, I seen you start popping up on different platforms. And I was like, yo, he moving.
Yep.
Next thing I know, you dropped the album. It looked like within a year, it was like I saw you, and then you boom, 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 pow.
That's usually how it go, though. I was just telling somebody the other day, like, I feel like I'm in this time of my career right now. Is like when you first start seeing somebody name a lot, and then you start going places and seeing them. So I'm in like the phase of people like putting the face to the voice or putting the name to the face. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
so
you have a very distinctive voice.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like one of the things that I like about you is that you got that pen. I had an interview with Scarface.
Yeah, the legend,
right?
Legend.
And one of the things that he said is a lost art in the rap is that pen game.
Yeah.
He's like, Katz is rhyming and rapping, but they ain't writing.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, that's kind of deep because there's guys you can name the top 10 lyricists. Like guys, that's different than rapping.
For sure.
Like with your pen, you could write that down and that line will be hot forever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We in an era to where it's like, it's the punch-in era.
What do you mean by punch-in
era? Like the punch-in, everybody punch their lines in one by one. So it's like Lil Wayne kind of fucked up the game.
How, in what way?
Lil Wayne and Jay-Z. So remember when Lil Wayne and Jay-Z was telling everybody they don't write nothing?
Right.
And everybody just started thinking they could freestyle off the top of their head like Lil Wayne and Jay-Z.
But they ridiculous though.
Yeah, nah, but they are great at it. Just because something is great for somebody else don't mean it's great for you.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So they mastered it and became great at it. And today what we watching is like rappers go in there and just say one line, stop, chill for a minute, get another line, punch it in. So it ain't no real thought or concept behind the song. It's just a bunch of songs about nothing, which is cool. You know what I mean?
And with a hot beat.
Yeah, which is cool because the beat banging is something to ride to. But I'm the type of artist that where it's like, I feel like if I ain't saying something, I'm doing the world a disservice because I got so much to say.
Yeah, and you have a intellect about you too. It's like, I study rap like Nas, right? Like a lot of cats don't ever just stop and really think about Nas as one of our greatest ever lyricists.
For sure.
Like, but cats that know hip hop do know it, but they don't talk about it.
For sure.
Because there's a unique quality to be aiming to tell a story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like with the way I write my jokes, they're like movies.
Yeah.
And I feel like your music is like that. Like I could close my eyes and just picture everything that you're saying and your wordplay and your and the way you accentuate your words, like it's melodic.
So I'm gonna tell you some other shit, right?
Right.
I can't remember the exact joke, but I got a little brother that's in the comedy. You do a lot of shows with him. His name is Louis Belt.
No way.
That's my little brother.
You lying?
Yeah, and I come to a lot of y'all shows for over like the past 3 to 4 years. So coming to a lot of comedy shows is what helped me start learning how to tie the whole concept in as a whole.
Absolutely.
So I started writing with knowing where I wanted to end rather than where I wanted to start. So I would go backwards. So I knew if I wanted to say this, what's the feelings that comes with these things, and how do I lead people up into them. And coming to a lot of y'all comedy shows is what kind of gave me that.
It's actually true. Like, jokes are very, very much like music in a real way where, especially for me, it's like, okay, I'm going to tell this story or this, I'm going to take this topic, but I'm going to build around the topic and make each part of it funny.
Yep.
And I do the same thing.
That's
but
how
I can't touch you as far as it comes to, because let me tell you something. Every 10 to 15 years, there's a guy that comes out that immediately hits us.
Yeah.
Like the last guy that I felt like that was J. Cole.
Yeah.
Like I remember the first time I heard J. Cole, I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I paused because I was like, yo, he different, bro.
Yeah.
And he writes so
shout out to Cole.
Cold world.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Play all the basketball you want. But anyway, I like his penmanship. And I think if you stay true to your penmanship, I don't see no ceilings for you, because your real life, what you trying to say, the positivity and the knowledge and the swag. And it's swag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's like Jay. Like, when Jay came in the game, he was street talking, he was swagged out, and his wordplay was crazy. That's why he over.
Yeah, for sure. And that's what makes somebody great, man. I feel like the generation before mine's, it used to be like cool to be intelligent.
Yeah.
Right? And it was like knowledge was kind of like your swag. Like the more you knew, the more information you got. And I grew up around a lot of people like that. But I grew up with people where the streets became pop culture.
Absolutely.
So it became cooler to be a gangster than it was to be smart. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
And we growing up in an era now to where anybody can, I won't say be a gangster, but can portray a gangster due to social media. So you could be on the other side of the world somewhere in the smallest town in America and go get a gun and put the Draco in there and diss everybody, and you ain't got to go see nobody.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You ain't really got to be active.
Yeah. So the world gonna look at you like, oh shit, he's crazy. Look at him. It's shock value.
Absolutely.
So we get a lot of that today. And I just always noticed that, bro, and I wanted to come in from an angle of just, what hip hop was breaded on. You know what I mean?
How did you know that you wanted to be a rapper? Like I didn't always know I wanted to be a comedian, right? Like I just wanted to be an actor or something like that. You played ball in high school. You out of the Bay. There's a lot. I can go on and on. Cats that came out of the Bay. Yeah. Gary Payton, Jason Kidd,
Leon Poe,
Dame Lillard. Like there's about 35 monsters that came out the Bay. Shout out to Oakley. I love y'all. I just got to give y'all love. Yeah. And rap music as well. How did you make the transition from hoops to music?
So I was being stubborn, right? I had this coach. My 11th grade year, he was a coach that had like a 10-day contract or some shit like that for the NBA. And he kind of just like, he didn't really know how to communicate with us. Like he would kind of push his frustrations of what happened in his career on us. Okay. And we kids at the time, so it's like, of course we gonna come to practice and go hard, but it's like, damn, man, let me be 2 minutes late. I was with this girl.
Right. I got a girl, a little shorty.
Right, let me grow up a little bit.
Right.
And he was kind of harsh on me, so we got into an argument one time, and I was like the star of the team. So I thought I was doing something. I'm like, well, fuck it, I ain't gonna play this season. I was trying to shake the whole school up. And really, I took off because once I say something, I just stand on it. Right. It is what it is. Right. And I took off that season, and that year, instead of going to basketball practice, I started going to my friend Bam house, and he had a microphone and this cakewalk program. Before it was Pro Tools, it was this cakewalk.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. So we used to freestyle on that.
Okay.
We would just freestyle, and then I started getting girls from it. That's why I said we gotta go into the other thing. So I was like,
what? Like, Symba got wordplay.
Yeah. So I started taking a liking to it, and then I started realizing like later, like I kind of got a wild perspective of how I see things, right? So I see things in layers, right? Like yesterday I was having a conversation with somebody, and they was talking about they don't agree with drug dealing. Right, and they don't judge people for drug dealing, but at the same time, like they would look at somebody that sells crack as worse than somebody that sells weed. And I was like, you can't do that because you just said you don't judge people. So if you gonna judge people, you can't say one is worse than the other. All drug dealing is just bad. That's what it is.
Just go one way or the other.
Yeah. So I always looked at life in layers like that. So when I started doing music, I'm like, how can I communicate that in a way to where I could have deep conversations and bring up these topics like Big Meech ain't sell more dope than Big Pharma. You know what I mean? And really not go too far into it because I ain't got all the answers. I'm just throwing it out there on the table so we could kind of all have this conversation and get the answers.
And the thing that I've listened to in your music is like you can tell like you are not only super intelligent, but you are visual.
Yeah.
Because your words, the way you paint pictures, like, you know, you paint pictures that are so vivid. Like even if you got your eyes closed, you can follow along the story of that song, right? You know what I mean? And I'm like, damn, man, how you get a gift like that? Did you
I always been like that, bro. I was terrible in school, right? Up until I was like, I want to say like 8th, 9th grade. I couldn't really read or write.
No way.
Yeah, I couldn't read or write or nothing like that. And then my mom sent me to this learning center. Okay. And the first 2 tutors I had, they just kept writing me off. Like, he's just not going to understand it. But it wasn't that I wasn't understanding. I wasn't understanding what they was trying to teach me. Okay. Because I had no interest in it. Okay. Right? So the third tutor I had, one day she told my mom, it's not that he don't understand, he's a visual learner. So he has to see it. You can't just put a book in front of him and expect him to read something and get it. But the minute you could put some objects down or some type of pieces down where he could see what it is you saying, it all connects at one time. He get everything. So I started learning very early, like I was a visual learner. So I always tried to put some type of visuals to life so I can understand, you know what I mean, what I was navigating through in life.
Come on, boy, you about to, boy. Are we spitting? Are y'all listening to this? Are you on YouTube right now feeling what we just had a moment?
But it's real though, because it's
That's
like
gangster though, bro.
But like think about all the kids that didn't have a mom to send them to a learning center.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? They got wrote off as retarded or dumb,
you know,
or
he's
a failure.
You know, he's you know, on the spectrum. We can't, you know, they got a title for every right. So you could be very, very normal, but you just learn so different that people don't get it. Like I just saw something recently that Stephen A. Smith said that he was dyslexic. Yeah. Like you would never think that a guy that successful who's reading and talking every day had a form of dyslexia. Yeah. Like it's a lot of people that may have dyslexia and don't even know it, bro, and still function and do everything they, you know.
And it's like that trait, right, that they would call like a bad thing, right? Like dyslexia, most people would see that as like, okay, you see words backwards, right? Or you have difficulties reading. But what's on the other side of that?
It could be amazing.
Because with every bad thing comes a good thing.
Facts.
Right? So you might be a better speaker. You may be more outgoing and not be as antisocial.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So because of those other traits, it gives you the energy.
I feel like you get a superpower in another way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What I mean? Like if you can't see, your hearing is bananas. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
No, for real. Like you can't even talk about a blind person. They be like, huh?
They hear everything.
Like, yo, I was in the plane. Like, what?
Facts. They hear everything. It's like, man, is you really blind? Like what's going on?
Everything.
Facts.
They hear your thoughts. Question, so you coming up, young Symba, who were some of the guys you were looking at before you became a rapper? Like, I'm just curious.
Or
influences.
In rap or just all around?
All around. You could be cool.
Nigga, you.
Me?
I used to try to get all the fucking girls from watching How to Be a Player as a kid. I swear, D.
No, are you trying to tell me Bill Bellamy corrupted the young mind of Symba? I had a lot of them though.
Yes, because you gotta think it's like
How to Be a Player too.
As like men. That's one. I'm not gonna say men, all men. I'm gonna say as young black men.
Young men,
right? Young men,
single,
growing up in urban communities.
Absolutely.
That's like one of your dreams to be able to like talk to all your crushes. You know what I mean? Like
and I had a squad.
Yeah. Woo! So as a kid, I'm watching this movie. I'm like, I want to be like that, right? Yeah. So I used to make all my raps for girls.
Oh, you on your LL Cool J. You was probably licking your lips at 15. Yo, word to mama. LL was the first dude to use like lip balm. Yo, word his mom.
I
Make
used to
sure my
write
lips
all
ain't
my
dry.
raps. I used to write all my raps to my girls. I used to be like, I wrote this one for you, and I say the same rap to all of them.
It just changed the name.
It
Well,
just
I did
changed
the
the
same
name.
thing in How to Be a Player. I just flipped the picture.
Yeah.
Like you notice, like in How to Be a Player, I had the little joint
Yeah,
right
all
by
the
the bed,
pictures
and I
behind
just
the one
slide
picture.
the Angie. I slid
Let
to
me
Stacey.
ask you something about that.
What's that?
You wrote that, right?
No, I did not write the movie.
Okay,
Mike Brown wrote the movie.
How did that find you?
Well, I'll tell you how to Be a Player found me. I was one of the hottest comedians coming out of New York at the time. Coming up, I was on MTV. Everything I was doing is just like how you coming up right now. That's how I see it and I feel it.
Yeah.
I was on a wave, you feel me? And so there was a couple cats that they was thinking that could play it. The other one that I knew that was in mind was like it was between me and Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
And so me and Chris Tucker literally like had meetings about the movie. And we're like best friends. It's like, yo, he was like, man, I'm like, this is movie, man. I don't know if I could be in there with all the women, man. And so I was like, but I can. So Chris went on to do Money Talks.
Yeah.
And I did How to Be a Player.
Yeah.
And that's a true story. So
That's
Brett
dope.
Ratner initially was going to be the director at the time. So I'm speeding the story up. So when the movie found me,
Yeah.
I read the script. And I said, the only way that this guy could do this is he got to be likable.
Yeah.
He can't be just an arrogant, like,
sure.
womanizer. He has to bring charm to this. So I said, all right. I said, what I got to do is I got to bring lightness to it, like make it like bubbly, like where a cat he ain't acting like he a player. He just is.
That's what made it
That's
so
what made it
iconic.
fun, because he wasn't trying to be like, yo, I got bitches over here. But
Nah,
no, he was just
I'ma
like,
tell you
yo, I
what
want
made
you
it
to be.
so iconic. What made it so iconic was
What's that?
you was the first person to give a player an identity in the ghetto. So it was like we always heard the word, but it was like your OG gangster uncle that killed motherfucker said he was a player.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
The nerd over there said he was a player, but it wasn't never an identity for the cool dude in the ghetto that wasn't on that. You know what I mean?
right.
Wasn't just slanging dope and shooting. And it wasn't always, the kid that was going to school. It was this cool kid.
It's just a cool kid from
that
the
was
neighborhood.
in the middle.
Yeah.
And I just related to that, bro. And I grew up with so many kids that related to that. And we tried to go
every
be
day
that.
of my life, yo, bro, I swear, for all my How to Be a Player fans, thank you. I love you back. I didn't know the movie would really hit like that. I just knew that it was a fantasy that I thought every guy would like.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, this is a perfect day for any man. Like, this is like a perfect day when you get to see all your chicks in one day.
Yeah.
Like, you just really get to hang out with all your chicks and make it live.
Yeah.
So if you think about it, I had like 7 or 8 chicks in a day.
Yeah.
From the moment the music starts to the end, I had like 8 chicks. I never took a shower. I'm riding around dirty.
Think about what you do your senior year or that first year out of high school.
Right.
If you ain't going to college. Think about what you do. You ride around and fuck with girls all day, or you fuck with your homies.
Yes, that's real.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's
it's
why
like
it works.
You had the perfect day of like what that looked like. It was like, this is how it should go.
If you gonna
Like,
have a How to Be a Player day, like that is it. I so many rappers have.
besides the husband coming home,
Right?
Other
Yeah,
than
yo,
that.
Bernie
Yeah,
Mac.
yeah.
One of the things that I think resonated with hip hop culture, the movie, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of rappers have, yo, I'm on my Bill Bellamy, like, you know what I mean? Even Nicki, threw up me, you think you a player like Bill Bellamy? Like, it has become a thing, like, be on your Bill Bellamy?
Yeah.
Like I see dudes online to say, yo, I'm on my Bill Bellamy in the club. You feel me?
No, but that's
like they feeling right.
But that's what I'm saying. You gave it identity.
Thank you, man.
So people could say I'm on my Bill Bellamy, or like I remember one time when I first started doing music, bro, I had a record deal before my deal I had now. And I was kind of confused as an artist of where I wanted to go, because I could rap real lyrical, but then I could also write melodies and things too. So I got signed for writing this melodic song. They wanted me to keep making that. So I was meeting with these marketing people one day, and they was like, yeah, we can't figure your identity out. Like,
Right. Who
I'm
are
like,
you?
I'm a player. And they're like, what's that? So I had to show them how to be a player.
They don't know, bruh.
You know what I'm saying?
Man,
So it's like you
he
gave
trying
the
to make
player.
me emotional here,
nah,
man.
for real.
So,
You
man,
gave,
I showed him you beat.
bro.
Oh God, bro.
I'm telling you, you gave being a player an identity and like a blueprint.
Absolutely.
When we didn't really, we knew what the word was, we knew what it was, but we never seen it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was the first time I seen it. Was like, that's what I want to do.
I'm gonna be him. I'm gonna have every. And
Yeah.
you notice in the movie I gave you every type of fly though.
But even the spot was fly. Like the stairway.
You got to have the stairway.
You know what I'm saying?
And you got
the
to have the
alarm
sneakers.
clock, the
you know
closet,
Boom.
the bathroom. It was just like, I want to live like this when I get older. On everything.
Oh my God! You should write a song like that, like living your best day. You said it earlier. That would be kind of fly, like the perfect day.
Perfect day.
You know, like that was one of Ice Cube's.
Today
write
was
that
a good day.
It's like it was a perfect day. Like you got the money right, your chick right.
Day.
The perfect day is a dope. Everybody want to live the perfect day. You know what I'm saying?
Down right now.
Write that down.
The perfect day coming soon. Inspired by Bill Bellamy.
Yo, I gotta be in the video too.
Come on, let's do it.
Come on,
Easy
stop
call.
playing with each other.
Easy call.
So listen, right now, I'm thinking about your career. I'm predicting now, you be hot like rookie season.
Okay.
Hottest rapper, hottest new talent, hitting all the right platforms.
Yeah.
Hitting the right videos. I think right now you need a collabo or something.
Yeah,
I feel like it would be dope for you to collaborate with somebody that y'all just get Cause I love when it's two cats that can go get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this last joint that DJ Khaled did with God did.
Yeah.
Bruh,
Yeah.
I have listened to that about 50 times.
Yeah.
And the reason I like that God did song is everybody's feature was his own feature.
Own thing.
Like it's like Wayne, you was like, it can't get no better.
Yeah.
Ross, and then Jay-Z just went on for like 18 minutes.
Just went on.
He just went off. He spazzed out. Hold it.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, you could do that.
Yeah.
I see that. That's easy for you. I can see you, if you had an opportunity to jump on a beat like that, it would be lights out for Katz.
Yeah, the problem with beats like that is when you're on the come up, the producer want to charge you $90,000 that you ain't got to pay right now.
So you gotta pay to play?
No, I'm not, but I'm saying when you on the come up.
On the come up.
See, now I'm at a level where I feel like before this project, I was at this level where everybody was on the fence about me. Like, can he make music? I don't really know.
Right.
It was certain rappers that knew me but shouldn't know if they should do a song.
Right.
And then when I dropped this project and they seen my rollout and they seen everything, they was like, nah, we rocking with him.
You got to.
So now I'm getting them DMs and getting certain features being sent. I just did a big feature the other day for somebody that's coming out real soon. That's crazy.
I could see you and Tory Lanez.
That's enough. Me and Tory, but see, Tory was actually rocking with me before. He was just doing a lot at the time, so we haven't had the chance to link back up. And I think he moved back to Miami because he was out here for a little while, and we was linking up out here. But we definitely gonna get one in. But I think I'm at that point now to where like it's stepping stones, it's milestones.
Yeah,
so I'm at that next
Symba,
level
man.
now. But in the beginning, when they tell you, like 2 years ago, when they used to tell me these beat price, I ain't paid no goddamn $70,000 for no beat.
I used to couldn't get in the club. I always tell people this. Like when I first came up in the game, I couldn't get in the clubs. I wasn't famous enough to get in the clubs. I was paying to get in the club. I'll never forget this. This is why I said I'll never ever feel like this again. I'm in New York. It's freezing. It's the Def Jam party. This 90. This might be 90. 89. Your boy ain't. I'm baby Symba. I'm coming up. Know how to be a player. Know nothing.
No
right?
nothing yet.
I get literally in the line for 2 hours. I get up there. Me and my man, it's three of us. We like, yo, man, we about to get in here. I just seen Mary J. Blige go in. I just seen LL Cool J go in, and I just seen Jay-Z. I get to the door. We at capacity.
That's how they do.
I said, yo, my man, I just seen Jay go in. I seen Mary and I seen L. What you talking about? We at capacity. My man said, listen, man, we at capacity, fella.
Let me tell you something crazy.
That burnt the shit out of me.
I'm gonna tell you, I got a very similar story, right? And this is why I say COVID was a good thing and a bad thing, right?
Okay.
But in this case, it was a good thing. I'm gonna tell you why. So about two years ago, I want to say it's like 2019. You know how everybody got the Grammy parties,
Right.
When it's Grammy week out here, everybody got a party from every record label to YouTube or whatever, right? So Empire, the record label, they had a party downtown, and we pull up to the party, and we couldn't get in. Right, they was like, "Oh, you not here? You know, it's too many people. Wouldn't let us in." We try to go around the back, wouldn't let us in. Right, I watched Tiger walk up. Right, they let him go right in. Right, so I told myself, I'm like, you know what? I ain't going to no more motherfucking no, it was 2020. I said I ain't going to no more goddamn parties.
Right,
until they know my name.
They
and
gotta
I can
know
walk
my
in
name.
like this. 3 weeks later, COVID hit.
Boom.
I couldn't go to no party, son. So I had to put the work in.
Hey, nobody
can. So I had to go sit down and work. I was like, this is my chance when the world open back up. I'm going to get in every party.
Listen.
This my shot.
Listen, it's so funny you would say the COVID thing because everybody sat still and only the strong survived that moment of like, you know, where we didn't know what the next move would be. We didn't know if we was going back to the clubs, if we was going to be able to perform again.
Facts.
And during that time myself, I was writing. I was like, yo, when I come up out these ashes, whatever this ashes is, I'm going to be on fire. Sometimes we need a setback to step forward.
Facts. And that was a real good thing for me because it was at the time where I was so focused on like trying to get a hit record. I wasn't focused on building me out as an artist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when we was sitting there and we couldn't go to the studio, all the studios were shut down, we couldn't do nothing. I'm like, you know what? I'm just about to rap on Instagram. So that's where the freestyles came from.
Right.
And I just started freestyling on Instagram and it just started clicking. And like the first person to repost me, I think it was Fabulous. Like I had like, I want to say like 9,000 followers or something. And Fabulous posted me, and it just started shooting. Gillian Wallow posted me, Snoop Dogg posted me, Shaq, LeBron James, Bill Bellamy.
Everybody
started
listen.
reposting.
Cats that love the culture recognize real when they see it. It's nothing to even talk about. Like I seen you one time and I paused, bro. You know when you scanning, you going through your little explore page, they throw a bunch of stuff up there, and I'm just like, yo. I said, yo, Money Comfy in it. I said, Money Comfy in his skin, his wordplay is crazy. Like, he effortlessly floating these words. I'm like, yo, who is that?
But that was COVID building me up.
Man.
Because the first one started, I was sitting at a computer desk like this. And then by the time you start seeing them comments come in, you know what I'm saying? Wiz Khalifa, Bill Bellamy. You seeing all these things. You start getting... feeling it a little
That's
bit.
good though, bro, because
you know
sometimes we need a affirmation, like, you know what I'm saying? Because case in point, we talk about the party. Everybody can probably relate to that, not being able to get past a certain level. Sometimes you got to earn your stripes to get there. You know what I mean? You know, Tiger, at that moment, he was ahead of you. And shout out to Tiger. Tiger went in. Like LL Cool J, Mary J, and Jay was ahead of me.
Exactly.
I was like they were seniors. I was a new freshman. I was a freshman at the high school of music entertainment. I ain't had my stripes yet. So I said, all right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, though. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go get live on this stage. And I'm gonna make a name for myself, so I will never ever go nowhere where they don't know who Bill Bellamy is. You feel me? And cut to today, and I got movies that cats be like, "Yo, that's Bill Bellamy." Like it's mind boggling what you say or put in the universe. How
I come back. And that's what I'm going through right now. Is like that moment of where I could go anywhere and somebody knowing me. You know, I'm in New York the other day. Somebody riding down the street playing the record I got with Roddy Ricch. Never Change. You know what I mean? We going to the club and it's this spot called Pergola.
Yeah.
And, it's no black people in there
at all.
And I was like, I was like, this looks safe, right? I was hungry walking in Manhattan. I'm like, this looks safe,
right? So
I'm going in there, and I'm like, nah, they probably ain't gonna rock with me. I'm like, you know, black people. And then the security guard was like, hey, bro, I just seen your Funk Flex freestyle, boy. You be going crazy. I just downloaded your album. You coming in? I'm like, yeah, I'm coming in.
Hell yeah. I'm a big fan of Funk Flex, man. And me and him go back from the beginnings of my career as well. I love what he does for hip hop and the culture.
For sure. Shout out to Flex.
Shout out to Flex. But I liked how you corrected him about Tupac. I thought that was kind of fly. Because you did it in such a cool way. But it was really, really fly that you not only did it in a fly way, but you gave your respects to Pac, which was one of my guys.
For sure, all of us. I think we all wanted to be Tupac at some point in life. You know what I mean?
He was really the how to be a player back in the day.
For sure. For sure. Pac was just like, Pac was everything in one.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It was everything in one. That's why I said you gave the player just an identity. Like Pac was a player, but Pac was a gangster, a revolutionist, a martyr. You know what I'm saying? Like so many different things. But that was somebody like I grew up. You know, my auntie used to think Tupac was her boyfriend. You know, like when he got shot, she came in the crib crying. She like, they didn't kill my boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? Just sad. Like, I'm like, damn. So we grew up watching Pac. So when I went up there, I'm like, man, I gotta say something flex about Pac.
But it was so fly the way you did it, because he was like, what? And he was like, yeah, man, you know, I just want to correct you on the situation. And I thought it was, because it's certain things to me that I'm happy that happens in the culture, like where we keep accountability. You know, cats got to write their rhymes. Cats got to be thorough. You know what I'm saying? But one of the things that I don't like about, you know, in the hip hop culture is like, why don't more of you talented guys just get together and make amazing music? Why does it seem like it's so much friction for whatever reason?
Because, so I always say, the lyricists don't play the game the way that the street artists do.
Okay.
So the street artists, they look at it like a hustle, like they on the block.
Okay.
So they look at it like, all right, if Buddy up the street got some work and his work good and my work cool, let me go holler at Buddy up the street so we can put something together and we can have a whole block booming.
Boom.
The lyricists, we be so competitive about who verse is better. You know what I'm saying? Or who got the better verse, or who had the better punchlines. Okay. So it's this ongoing competition thing versus us just getting in here making good music for people to listen to. Street artists ain't worried about who got the best verse. They just worried about, we got some work to put on the streets, let's get out here and sell it. We be worried about what the work look like, what it smell like, how to package it up, all this shit. So within that, it becomes a competition. And within a competition, sometimes you don't want to be around certain people.
But
you know
I don't understand why people don't study Drake and his moves. Like, one of the things I admire about Drake is he the GOAT for this reason. He is not afraid to jump on anything with any type of artist. He's like Chris Brown. They'll jump on a joint and make it better, or like add something to it. Like, I never forget, like, that Future and Drake joint with 100 down, 30 down, and it just stopped and then it changed. And I'm like, what made them, like, the collaboration of Drake and Future, or Drake and
Drake about to drop an album next week with 21 Savage. But it's like, you gotta realize, Drake is from Canada.
Right.
So when you go to Canada, it's more love over there than it is in America.
Really?
Yeah, it's like the people greet you. It's like, how you doing? They look you in your eye when you speak to you. Have a good day, sir. I remember I was checking in my hotel in Canada one time, and I was just like, I gave her my ID, like, Demario Driver. She was like, good morning. You know what I mean? But as an American, I'm just so been on the plane all day, tired as Trump been on TV talking shit all week. Man, look, man, get me in this room, man.
Right now I'm going to bed, man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we be having so much pent up frustration of everything that be going on over here. You know, Drake kind of got this thing with him to where it's just like, he know how to mesh with everybody.
Yo,
he know how to put it together.
He's like, that's why I don't understand
but that's
why
a gift.
That's
everybody
true.
Ain't got that
everybody
shit.
Can't do that, but he can make every kind of song and jump on. He might even do 16 bars and jump out.
But
rare. I'm like, yo, Drake is on 8 songs in one year.
He's a
maybe
GOAT,
12. Bro. You know, where meanwhile you got guys like Roddy Ricch out here who collabs. I'm just saying young guys like Roddy, like Blueface. My son loves him. I'm trying to think of all the little, you know,
Roddy and Blueface actually do a lot of collabs with people.
Do they? But like Roddy Ricch, I think is another artist that I like. That's like one more click from just like being on some, oh my God, because I think there's Travis Scott. Travis Scott. You know, 21 Savage. You know, like these guys are already like locked in, but I feel like Roddy is right up under that. But he good as hell, and he need one more boom, and he be right.
I feel like he there. I feel like
you feel like he already there.
He got a diamond record.
Okay,
he went diamond. Like
I love
he
Roddy
on
Ricch.
tour right now, selling out arenas.
Well, then
him and Post Malone doing arenas. Like he there. I think sometimes being from a certain area, things could appeal a certain way. So Roddy from over here on the West, we got a limited amount of black people over here, right? 21 Savage, everybody you just naming them is Atlanta artists.
Right.
It's full of hip hop culture over there.
Absolutely.
The clubs sound like the radio.
Yeah,
the restaurants sound like the club.
Absolutely.
The hookah spots sound like the radio.
Absolutely.
It ain't like that over here. Our radio don't sound like our food spots. It don't sound like our clubs.
That's absolutely
So it's a little tougher for us. You know what I mean? Because we not in front of the culture's eyes all day because everybody running to the city. So it's a little different, but bro got a diamond record. Like bro got a 3-time platinum album.
Yo, I may be wrong for this, but I'm just saying, like the artists that I really, really like, I have to search it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I learned about Travis Scott. I learned about Roddy Ricch. I learned about, you know, J. Cole fully. Like, I got wind of J. Cole when he first dropped, like, on a mixtape or something. I was like, yo, money right there is crazy. Like, I have to go out. Like, I'm old school in a way because, like, when I was coming up on MTV, we was promoting your album. Like, we knew the top 5 new albums that was dropping in hip-hop and R&B and pop. Now, I have to get something to come up in my Instagram.
You hear what he's saying, Fee? Everything I always say, bro. Streaming fucked up the discovery process.
Absolutely.
Streaming made it hard to find artists because all the artists you just named that you said found you had what? J. Cole had a Jay-Z.
Yep.
Travis Scott had a Kanye and a T.I. Roddy Ricch is a Park Village Crip from L.A. That's it.
That's it.
Ain't no Jay-Z.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like we had Nip pulled him up and Meek and things like that. But it wasn't like when y'all was coming up, like you saying, it's on MTV, every album that's dropping this week. Bro, it's 100 albums dropping every day at this time.
But we don't know.
And you don't know because of streaming.
I don't like that, man. It's like, I do like the fact that I can find a Symba. You know what I mean? Like, you literally popped up in my feed and I was locked in. I was like, yo, whoever Young Money is right here, he's for real.
But that be the importance of like social media.
But it should be a combo, I think.
It definitely should, and I feel like as innovation grows, we'll find ways to conduce things. But it's tough right now because it's like we still in the like Instagram just started doing video like what 8 years ago, 7 years ago. You know what I mean? So we still in the early days of social media. We just seen NFTs trick the world. You know what I mean? We thought this shit was the second coming of Jesus. Now don't nobody want that shit. You know what I mean? Like we in the
them NFTs was hot for 2 summers.
Yeah, that shit came and went. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we in the beginning, we in the beginning phase. We in the beginning phase of it, and it's a relatively new thing. Right. So with streaming and everything, it's hard to kind of find everything because there's so much stuff dropping to where if you ain't got a Kanye or a Beyonce backing you, it's kind of hard to find people. So social media be our target points to kind of cut through.
What would you like to do next? Like if you get your dream next 1 or 2 moves, what you think? What you saying?
I'm trying to be a sports agent.
You want? So you what's your sport? All sports or?
Yeah, all sports.
It don't matter.
Yeah, I feel like one thing I want to get into is introducing the younger kids to bigger platforms. Right, because nowadays kids is able to get paid in high school.
Yeah, man.
And get paid in college, right?
My son, them NILs is for real.
So imagine all the steps it took for us to realize going to the league was a real thing, right? So imagine, pretty sure you played ball, right, when you was a kid. Imagine in high school if you could get paid for it, how much harder you would have went to go to college. Absolutely. And how much harder in college you would have went to go to the pros. But when you just a young kid, you coming up and you broke as shit and you ain't got nothing, and you going through high school, 4 years of this shit. Y'all keep telling me hooping.
Right.
You get to college, the teachers riding around in Benzes and I'm starving for a sandwich in the goddamn cafeteria. Y'all want me to come drop 30 while y'all make millions off these tickets.
Absolutely.
Feel me? I ain't getting nothing out of it. Now they getting something out of it. So the motivation it's there for them now.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I
I feel like I could be somebody from my community to let them know, hey, bruh, do this, that. Let me introduce you to this person. He gonna get you paid in 2 weeks, nigga, not 2 decades. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like let's take this serious.
Let's get this bread.
You know what I mean? So that's something I want to do is like
you
usher
will
the
do
young
it. You
kids
will do
into
it. See, you showed me the vision and the blueprint. That's it right there. And you showed me the purpose.
Yeah.
What is your purpose with your music at this point? What is it that you want it to do, or what is it doing? That
letting people know it's okay to grow in our communities.
Right.
I feel like sometimes like we praise dying young too fast. You know what I mean? Like we think like, you know, certain rappers get a certain age, we call them old and washed. You know what I'm saying? Certain people get old in the community, he an OG, he don't know what he talking about.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like that information that we able to extract from them is what keeps us alive.
Absolutely.
And sometimes we abandon it. You know what I mean? And I'm just here to be somebody that can stand in the middle and be like, all right, bro, I know he old, but let's hear what he got to say, because it might be something, it might be something we could benefit from. You know what I mean?
On, man.
So I'm trying to just offer that balance to where it's like, nah, bro, it's okay for us to grow. Like, it's so you ain't got to go do 10 years in jail, come home, pick the gun back up, and chance going to jail again. Like, nah, nigga, you went to jail doing that last time. Let's try to do something else. I
got a question that I want to ask a real rapper. How do you feel about, you know, these RICO cases where now, especially in Atlanta, where they're targeting rap artists over their lyrics?
I feel 2 different ways about it. Mm-hmm. Me and my friend argue about this a lot.
This is a barbershop one, right?
Yeah, we argue about this a lot. One, I feel like police gotta do their jobs.
Okay.
Right? It's just not okay for y'all, because someone is an artist, to just say everything he's saying is true, so we're gonna convict him on that, but we don't have no proof of it.
Facts.
Now, it's a flip side to this. If I walk out of here right now and I see somebody I don't like and I shoot him dead, right? And tomorrow I make a song and I say, shot that nigga dead in his head because he was playing with me. Right in front of Dash Radio, I ain't playing with him.
Right.
And they bring this shit up in court, and it's actually goddamn footage that support me shooting this nigga.
What you gonna do?
I can't be mad.
You can't be mad.
They did their job. And you did their job for them.
I remember one of them, I used to do a joke about Jeezy. I said, Jeezy, he said, first off, I'm going to stack my dough. Then what? Then I'm going to stack some more. Then what? I'm going to do my count. I the rest of the year, man. My auntie. I'm like, nigga, you talk too much.
Like, what happened? Did they actually go to Auntie house?
Hot than a motherfucker, Jeezy. Like, I used to do that joke and people bust out laughing. Because I'm like, dog, that's informative.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, it's like, that's what I'm saying. It's 2 different sides of it. So it's like police still got to do their job. But it's like, if it's real crimes out here happening and people just making videos and rapping about it, it's like, you can't be mad at them for targeting people.
Yo, man, I have a dream for hip hop.
Yeah.
My dream for hip hop is not only to keep going, but to just incorporate more things. Like, well, let's keep adding to the sauce of what hip hop is. I love hip hop for giving artists their voices in every shape and form. I love the fact that the culture has become worldwide. Like, you know, back in the day, they speak, yo, it's a New York thing, you know, blah, blah, blah. But hip hop itself is worldwide. You know what I mean? You are hip hop. I am hip hop. There's a lot of different flavors of the culture that is cool. Pharrell is hip hop. You know what I mean? Ye is hip hop. Jay, like, we have all kinds of fly hip hop. You know, Nas, classic hip hop. LL Cool J, you know what I'm saying? Mary J is hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So I just want it to keep growing and getting better, where we can just, I want more collaborations.
But in so many words, what you're saying is like, you want it to grow the way you want it to grow.
But I want to see it colorful. Like, I want it to.
But it is.
It is.
You got
now.
a little Nas X now.
I know. Very colorful. Hi.
It's colorful.
Hi, Mr. Nas X.
You know what I'm saying? We got Jack Harlow.
Boom.
You got an XX-Tentacion. You got an NBA Youngboy.
Yeah.
But they don't rap traditionally like those people you just named. So because sometimes like the OGs, like, and I'm not saying you are, you know what I'm saying? Right. I'm just saying sometimes like older artists I work with, when I have conversations with them, it's like they always want to do the, see, if I was in y'all era, I'd be doing it like this. But it's like, bro, you not in our era.
Yeah. That's like saying
you was,
if I was balling in 79, we ain't had Converse.
And you can't tell people the same way that Tupac spoke to you is the same way NBA Youngboy talk to kids today.
Absolutely. Like my son is 16, and I like just let him take over the car. Like I just said, let you play with. So I'm learning artists like T Grizzly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Is it G Herbo?
Yep.
G Herbo.
Shout out Herbo.
Herbo!
Yeah.
I actually ended up meeting him in the club a couple weeks ago here in LA.
Yeah.
And mad cool. I'm trying to think of somebody else that he does like NBA Youngboy, and he likes obviously
Lil Baby.
Dirt. This is the thing that tripped me up because I be getting my babies mixed up. I be like, now which baby is the baby? Is it Lil Baby or the baby? Which one? Because they both babies, but one's Lil and one's Duh.
Yeah.
And so I said to my son, I said, which baby the best? He was like, it depends on what song.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, you sure? He was like, yeah, because sometimes baby be getting on this one, and then little baby be on crazy on this one. Yeah. I was like, well, just get them both. Just get them all.
Yeah. And that's where we at today. Is like, bro, you got to remember, like, your generation would have never allowed a Lil Nas X.
Oh, no, we never seen that at all.
Would have never allowed it. It wouldn't have been cool.
No.
Right? But life has evolved. You know what I mean? Life has expanded.
And hit records per hit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I'm going to tell you. Look, I'm gonna shout out Lil Nas X. That joint he got with Jack Harlow.
That joint a smash.
What?
That shit come on. My son hear that joint. He up.
Boy, yo.
He He going up. He going up.
I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
Man, I might have to get me some Lil Nas tickets, man.
Yeah. For real, but it's expanding.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's
and it took us some time to get here. You know, and same thing in America. We talk about it all the time. America, like what, 246, 250 years old or something like that. So 200 years ago, it was illegal for us to be here on Hollywood Boulevard doing this podcast, getting money, talking about whatever we want to talk about. But life has expanded, you know, so we could do it today. So it's just all with the evolution.
Bro, man, I like your perspective, man. I think the sky is the limit for you. I just love that you have found your purpose. Like, I feel like you're going to be able to do all the things that you want to do because you care about the people. Yeah. You care about your message. And that's what we need in the culture too. I mean, obviously, like sometimes, you know, you can punch your words in, say some shit that's fly.
For sure.
But sometimes I just want to hear something. Like, I'm old school in the fact that sometimes I just go back and listen to like Reasonable Doubt, and I just listen to the wordplay and the story of Jay back then, or I go to Nas' first album and I'm just like,
everything you saying is how I figured out what I wanted to do in music, because I felt the same way. But I'm like, all right, I just can't complain about it. What I'm gonna do about it? So let me be the person that bring that feeling back. But every person that's then tried it, it's somebody we don't relate to. It's a backpacker motherfucker that want to tell us how to be black when he grew up in the suburbs.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's some shit we can't relate to, and it don't be cool.
Yeah,
you know
it has to be authentic.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to bring back to the game, was just authenticity and that cool guy that could speak from both perspectives.
How about this? Everybody who knows who you are, and I bring up your name, they say, yo, I love Symba, that's my man, and he don't sound like no West Coast rapper. Like, everybody say that.
Everybody
like, yo, I can't figure it out.
He don't sound like he from the Bay.
Like, yo, is he from the Bay, or was he? But I just think your sound your sound in your voice is not an area, it's a thing, it's a vibe. You know, you just get on the Symba vibe or not. And I never knew really that the West Coast or the Bay had a sound until like I'm gonna take you all the way back. You was probably 4 years old, rapping Forte.
Rapping the Players Club. Look at that. We in here with the player himself on the Players Club.
So rapping Forte was one of my dudes back in the day. We got E40.
Yeah.
You know, you got obviously
the
Pod,
Loonies.
the Loonies.
Yeah.
Digital. I got 5. I own it.
Yeah.
Like there's so many talented Bay Area cats.
Ant Banks.
Ant Banks.
Yeah.
Boy. But they do have a certain thing.
Yeah.
But you, like everyone's saying it because that's how they feel and it's somewhat true. It's just like, yo, you just got your own vibe.
Yeah.
And you repping the Bay.
Yeah.
And I think they should be super proud of you, bro.
Nah, definitely. You know, you gonna always, fight uphill battles when you trying to do something different. You know, people gonna look at you a certain way. A lot of people think you better than you actually are. You think you know something that they don't know or whatever it may be. But for me, I moved around a lot as a kid. So my mom was heavy into real estate. You know, my mom did a little penitentiary time and got out and just jumped right into real estate head first. And by her doing that, we was able to move around from Atlantic City to Texas to Vegas, all these different places. And I would notice like certain music where I was from was never getting played.
Right.
You know, and I would go to all these different places and then I would hear certain artists I never heard of, but they would go regional.
Right, it'd be the bangingest joint in the club, but you don't never hear it nowhere else.
Never hear it nowhere else,
yeah,
right?
I know that.
So I always was like, man, like I feel like sometimes people get too caught in trying to make a sound, and then when the sound die out, they die with it.
Yeah, you do.
You know what I mean? So I never want to get caught in like having a sound. I just want to be known for being dope and always providing something to say, because no matter what the sound is or what I'm feeling, I could always communicate that on what's going on at the time.
Boy, I'm gonna tell you something. You lucky we ain't got no goddamn instrumentals in here. I'm telling you right now, my man trying to figure you out right there. He's like, yo, is that simple?
Yeah.
Bro, I promise you, this is one of the things I want to give you your flowers from. When I seen you on LA Leakers, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, put in Symba LA Leaker Freestyle.
Yeah.
It's top 5.
Yeah.
It's almost like if they don't run out of tape, you're not gonna run out of breath.
Yeah.
Like you rapped every style. You sped it up, slowed it down, and then you start talking to them. I like when you point, motherfuckers. Yeah. Let them know what we're talking about. I was like, yo, I must have watched that 30 times, man, because I'm sitting there watching your wordplay.
Yeah.
And the crazy part, you sitting back in the chair. You ain't even tripping.
Yeah. Chilling on them.
I said,
Chilling.
yo, man, this young boy is spitting so crazy. How can he not blow up?
Yeah.
Cut to you on top Billin, bro.
Yeah.
God is good, bro.
Right here, man.
Right here. You right on Hollywood, bro. With an OG. I'm OG, the lightweight.
With somebody I used to steal his swag to get girls.
Hey, you still do. I promise you.
I used to tell my mama go buy me that blue silk shirt. I used to try to wear the blue silk shirt.
You got to open it just a little bit right here. Right here.
Yeah, I could never open it up though.
Hey, Omar, did you ever have a silk shirt in the 90s? Yeah, of course. Yeah. Omar is so colorful. Just in case he's our producer.
Yeah. Omar got that pink Prada bucket on.
Yo, he got the bucket.
Looking like the player he is over there.
Boy, think he fly though.
Yeah.
I asked him today, I was like, I said, you dropping the album? He was like, well, shortly.
Yeah, for sure.
So, Symba, what's the next move? Where can I come see you, man? Where can the fans check you out?
Definitely. I just got off tour, bro, which was an amazing experience. That was my first tour ever. Got to actually see a lot. Like, I actually got to see who my actual fan is. So now I'm kind of like really inspired to jump back in the studio and get something out top of the year. You know,
any producers you want to rock with that
definitely.
you like? Let's shout them out.
I'm actually rocking with them.
Stuff can happen. Come on.
Me and No ID. Me and No ID been working.
Okay.
Me and Dre been tied in for a minute.
Okay.
Me and Dre been working. Who else I just talked to Turbo the other day. Boy Wonder, that's my guy. So I'm gonna be working with a lot of people. Me and ATL Jacob about to do like a week together.
So it's really about to be a problem for the streets.
But that's why I was telling you I'm at that level now.
The level is advanced.
Before it was like I don't know yet. You know what I mean? I don't know if I should do the song yet. And you can't blame artists because it's like you don't never want to be the person that co-signs something and it don't work,
and then
you be looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I feel them. So it's like now that I'm at that level, I'm taking full advantage of it.
Yeah, man. I wish you all the luck, man. I feel like you in the right place. You got the right energy, man. Cats love you. They like you. They're curious about you. Like people are like, yo, who my man? What's up? You know what I'm saying? Then they see the work, the bar game.
Yeah.
The bar. Next time you come in here, we gonna have a producer in here.
Nah, I got
a
you.
Studio. Because I need me a LA leaker.
You want something
freestyle.
acapella?
Yeah. Can we do any acapella?
This money moving faster than fame that's on the fam. These chains got the world trying to figure out who I am. Southwest Sim, I took the labels advanced. Smooth Grams got bands and now I rap at the moment. I got 100 on my neck. I be flossing and rarely posting cause I'm not into provoking my niggas who at they lowest. I know how I feel to be hopeless and lose focus. Still late on your last moment and you about to be homeless. Hey B, you better keep your head on the swirl. These niggas killing for girl. One thing I learned is if you give a nigga a gun, he'll rob a bank. But if you give him a bank, he'll rob the world. Nigga, the wolf on Wall Street, couldn't stand a day with the lion off Longtree. Bay boy, I just rap like I'm from Broad Street. A bully with bars, fully in cars, light up the cigars. We do it large. The S600 insides look like scars. The proof. little something. Next time we gonna turn them up though.
Listen. Y'all might want to shut it down right here.
Come on.
Cause the boy was just about to go in. He was about to go in spaz mode.
Yeah. Little something.
He just sitting on a full clip back here, bro. Hey man, I want to really, really thank you for blessing Top Billin, man. We are really doing this for the culture and hip hop and everything that's fly, everything that's cool about hip hop. That's what I represent, and this podcast does. I got an all facts for you before we let our guests get out of here.
Let's do it. Come on.
We always do all facts.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna say, give me your top 5 Bay Area artists, past, present, and future. Go.
In order or
however you want, however you think about it.
Okay, no order. We'll just give you 5. 1, Too Short.
Boom.
2, E40.
Boom.
3, Mac Dre.
Hey.
4, Mr. Fab.
Bam.
5, Messy Marv.
Messy Marv, and then we give you a lifeline. The lifeline is simple.
Yeah, I take that. I take that.
Hey, this is how we do it on Top Billin, man. We bringing you the culture. We bringing you the discussion of hip hop, of the culture. I love you. Yeah. Thank y'all. Each and every episode gonna be dynamite. This is your boy Bill Bellamy on Top Billin, baby. Holla. Clap.
That's a good one.
Acapella. I don't need no motherfucker. My man, let's get it. Hey, we in the building.
Come on.
What?
It's a real treat when players meet. Let's get it, man.